Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the premier Fanshawe Fuel Esports stream. We have a special day for you today, folks. We are joined by the lovely Leo. I am your host, Godly Parrot. I'm joined here with Dragon. Dragon, how are we feeling today?
I'm really excited. We have a triple header match, 2 for main team, 1 for academy tonight. It is going to be insane, and we get the honor to interview the manager himself right now, right here. Leo, the one, the only. How are you feeling about this? It's been an insane series from game 1 to now. How is it from your end? Like, what is it from your mind?
So really, so far, it's been just a crazy ride. I mean, really tonight, I feel like we are just really more ready than we ever have been. We definitely feel prepared. We have been practicing together quite a bit, and our tryouts, we feel very confident. Again, it's going to be a great game tonight. It really will be.
I'm really excited, especially we casted the Reading Week stream on Wednesday where you gave us quite the scare in that last possible Game 7 match.
Oh, I mean, it was such a blast, and I'm quite curious, with such a close match, how do you learn from that? What were kind of the lessons you take from such a close back and forth?
So really, the main thing that we've learned is that we always have to stay calm, and we have to stay composed as well. And also, we have to try to remember that we are learning from our practices. That really helps us. That we stay together again as a team, and we make sure that our mental state is also good. That is our top priority. And that's my main role, honestly, during a game, is to support my team. Whether we win or lose, it doesn't matter, that we fight till the end. And really, that's just like my main goal, really. I know last game it was a challenge, and hopefully it won't happen again tonight, but yes.
Well, if we get an opportunity, if you want, we can take a look at the standings right now. You can see where Fuel Esports sits. You're currently first place with 3-0. Your 2 opponents tonight being York Lions and Waterloo Gold being even at 2-2. Even though it's a large gap, it's been proven that these standings don't matter. It's not necessarily intimidating, but do you see Fuel Esports really holding on to that first place segment?
Yes, absolutely. Like, we want to stay in that first place. For us, our goal right now is that at the start of the semester, we wanted this league to be our main league. So for our match tonight with Waterloo, of course, we definitely feel confident that we can beat them. We feel like last week we beat them as well. So I feel like it will be a good game.
And yeah, so I mean, honestly, we're super pumped to just see this happen. And I'd actually love to know, like, could you speak on the players for your team here as we take a look at the starting lineup? Like, how would you explain all their strengths individually?
So really, I will start with Reeker. So really, that guy, he is our mechanical menace, I must say. So really, he is just at such a high level of, he always gets all the scores. Any opportunity he can, he finds a way to score that ball. So he is one of our top players. And I have to give a big shout out also to Ches. He is the one that is always able to find a way to make a great impact on the game in the very last second. He's a great defender. He's always able to find a way to keep it in bounds and it's not getting it out of bounds. I'm always on the edge of my seat, but he always finds a way to make it work. And then Vertex, of course, he's a great player all around. He's always finding a way to contribute to the team where we need him the most. Wherever we need him to be, that's where he goes. So he's just been a great person to depend on. So the 3 of them just really mesh together quite well.
Well, that's really awesome to hear, and we're super excited. And one last thing before we go. I know we've talked a lot about the players and a lot about the teams, but I really want to know more about you as winning Manager of the Year 2 years in a row, as well as Player of the Year, and 3 years in a row, sorry, and winning Player of the Year as well, all while, dealing with disabilities and still being such an awesome person. I'm curious, like, what's kind of your mindset? What brought you to, wanting to be a manager?
So really the reason that I would say that I wanted to stay here after I finished my own program, my last semester here, the reason I wanted to be a manager was I loved being here. I really did. It feels like a second home for me. I really just wanted to keep giving what I had before, to keep the, team spirit alive, and I wanted to make sure the other teams got the same support that I got. And really a big shout out to Tyler as well. I really want to thank him for having all the great coaching experience that I had when I was on the team, and that inspired me to go ahead and do the same for my current teams and my past teams before, just to give them the support that I had as long as I possibly can.
Well, you're always great to have around, and we cannot wait to continue to see you around, to work with the team, and just overall just having you like in presence. Like your presence is an absolute light to have. You're a joy to be around. You're a joy to talk to. We see you participating in the other streams. Everything you do, it's never gone unnoticed, and we always will appreciate you forever onward.
Yeah, and we folks here. Now, of course, that is enough glazing for you. We will, but we're gonna jump right in the action, folks. We've got an action-packed set of games set up for you today, and after this break, we'll be right there.
Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
I've been thinking lately about the night that you left and told me that you hate me. But then, man, I seen you kissing at that place we always drinking. Is the reason that I'm singing. One more shot is what I'm missing. I know I will risk it all, 'cause you're my fireball. You won't have to crawl when you gon' fly away with me. The way you lift me up, just can't get enough. Pull me out the dust, then you take me higher. This that love that don't expire, no. I got that undivided love, my fireball. Don't need no drinks when I can vibe with you. Don't need no green when I can fly with you. These lights are falling down on us right now. Yeah, and you're still shining bright. Don't need no drinks when I can vibe with you. Don't need no green when I can fly with you. These lights are falling down on us right now, and you're still shining bright. I would risk it all, 'cause you're my fireball. You won't have to cry when you can fly away with me. The way you lift me up, I just can't get enough. Pull me out the dust, then you take me higher. This that love that don't expire, no. I got that undivided love, divided love. 'Cause I will risk it all, oh, 'cause you're my fireball. You won't need to grow when you can fly away with me. Don't need no drinks when I can vibe with you. Don't need no green when I can fly with you. These nights are falling down on us right now, and you're still shining bright.
Folks, jumping right back into the action, we are already going in here. Now, Waterloo versus Fuel. You've got ... Alphaz ... already scoring a goal. We'll just call him Blank, honestly.
Blank.
Blanks gets a goal here. Alphaz and Excess on the side of Waterloo, while Ches Reeker on the side of Vertex. A bit of an open net kind of scenario, as already Waterloo are going to lead the series, jumping into game one. It is a best of 5. Riki here already going for the flick. It's off the backboard, misses the dunk, missed by his teammate. Won't be enough, as Vertex is going to have to recover for Ches. Is already here. We're seeing Waterloo press the attack, controlling that bounce, getting it out of their corner. Rieger gets a block on the mid. He's going to go for an aerial, gets a flick over Blank, blocked by Vertex is going to have to recover on the bounce. It's cleared out to middle. Alphaz gets the bump here, and that's going to leave Blank pressing on the attack.
And already you can see Blank trying to rush in, but it gets pinched out by Vertex right to the center to Alphaz. Vertex hits it off the wall, passes it off to Rieger, gets shot, bounces off to Ches. It's open, goes through, scoops off the backboard, and Rieger blocks it out of their net.
Again, off the crossbar, just missing it. Vertex here does miss the aerial as well. Ball's going to go into the other side of the court here.
Now Alpha is getting it from the top. Gets struck by Reeker to redirect it to Vertex. It gets pinched out and sent in by Excess right into that corner off a wall pinch.
Unlucky.
You can see here, Reeker goes in, turtles it strikes, and just right into Excess's center and sends it right into the net. 2-0, 3 minutes, 27 seconds. And now, already a nice clear though, but Excess pinches it out to Reeker. Pass it off again. Reeker with a clear aerial breakaway. Does it go in? No.
Off the post again.
Off the crossbar again.
Reeker, it just isn't his day, man. You know, he hits that post.
It happens.
Over. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, already here, feeling the pressure from those attacks, has to regroup. Gets a good bounce there, controlling that attack into their end. Vertex is going to try and go for a setup here. Gets blocked by Blank. Recovered by Ches. Folks, it's going to go over. Excess blocked up. Never mind. Here, Reeker going for an aerial. Gets defended by Blank again. And Vertex here is going to go for a shot off. Gets controlled by Blank. He's going to try to center it for his team. A bit of a miss here. Not enough boost for either side as Alphaz is going to have to recover for his teammate. Gets controlled by Reeker. Put back into the left pocket of Waterloo here as Vertex is going to get the pressing that attack. Reeker, up to you, friend. Gets blocked by Alvarez, and it won't be enough.
And Alphaz with that really clean block. Demos out Ches on the defense. Blank passing. Alphaz with revenge demo. Is that a risky? It goes in. Blank bounces it, but Reeker blocks it. And already Waterloo on a very strong attack. But it's already being rebound back to Reeker with a strike to pinch to Ches into the corner again, which strikes to Blank into that corner, gets struck again and launched to the other side of the arena, and it's just a back and forth. Blank trying to go for it, knocks it to Ches, Ches winning the 50, hits off of Ches again to Vertex, bumping it up, but Excess blocks it again, Blank shoots it once again.
Already here, Ches going for an aerial setup, trying to get a pass to his teammate in the center. Reeker's going to be able to have a lucky bounce, but it goes to Excess here. As Ches going to be trying controlling it in the pocket, gets a good boost over, gets blocked by Blank, but enough for a setup for a teammate here if they are. Vertex, no, it's going to go over his head by Ches here. Alphaz, set up pocket in the corner. Ches misses the aerial, recovered by Reeker, sending it to Waterloo's side, gets controlled in the mid by Excess. Excess is going to try and go for a shot here. Reeker controls that bounce, keeps it up in the air, playing off of Ches. He's going to get a good bounce over Excess. Going to try and go for a setup here. Playing off of Ches, but blocked in the air by Excess again. Blank again, setting up for the retake. He does have an open net, but no, blocked by Reeker at the, Ches at the last second. Ches here going to be setting it up for his teammate. Shot goes toward the net. Alphaz gets the block, enough boost to get there. Pinch goes toward Fuel. Excess does have the speed. He puts it in, and Fuel down 3-0.
49 seconds left on the clock. That was a solid double hit from Alphaz to pass it on to Excess. Waterloo has come for damage.
Yeah, really good ball control, playing around his teammate, and just had that shot centered at the goal. And here, Fuel loses the 1v1, but does manage to recover off of kickoff. The shot's going to go up off of the backboard. Reeker's going to get that bounce in, but it's not going to be enough as Alvarez there. Alphaz just gets the block. Link here recovering for his teammate. It's a fight in the corner, but Waterloo will come out on top as the flicks are happening. The aerials go up. He gets a reset over this. Ches gets a drop down, but Alphaz just there, has that speed. He's not going to let that happen. Excess there already watching that defense, setting up for a play towards Fuel's net here. Great back checking into a forecheck as Blank here gets an open shot on the net and scores. Ches just not able to get up in time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, just with no boost, Excess using everything, it hits off the Blank, pass out to Ches, and just not the right angle, hits into the crossbar, and unfortunately bounces the wrong way. 4-0 with 13 seconds. There needs to be some divine intervention for Fuel to close out game one with a win and or overtime.
They gotta have some better clears here, as already we're seeing that they're setting it up for the opponent. No follow through. We're seeing that again, getting all those balls getting recovered in the air and redirected towards Fuel here as well. But the ball being kept alive by Fuel. They gotta make something happen. Let's get bounced up yet again. Oh, almost hitting the ground. Not gonna be enough here. Fuel's trying to make something happen, but that'll be it, folks. It's game one.
Goes to Waterloo. Well, Waterloo really proven that they're aggressive. They know what they're doing.
A lot of good pass plays, a lot of good setups for the team, and Fuel there, it just letting a lot of easy goals slip by. I mean, it's not what you expect from the top leading team here.
I think they weren't expecting the aggression out of Waterloo. So I think now going to this game too, they know what to expect. So I think we're going to see a bit more of what we've seen in the past from Fuel Esports. Because they now have read into what their opponents are doing. So now they can meet that.
Yeah, they need a little bit of time to warm up here before they really get into it. Luckily, though, it's not a one game over. It's that best of 5. As we go into these other kind of matches, we're gonna have to see how Fuel develops this kind of series, especially when it comes to playing around those clears, because that setup is everything, right?
Exactly.
Especially when you have such a good follow through like Reeker. But when Reeker is the one doing those clears, it's going straight to the middle of the opponent's team, right? And you saw it constantly. He was setting up those shots, did miss quite a bit hitting that backboard, but that's okay. Like, as long as your team is there to back
Like you
you
can
up.
see here, already with a nice bump, with a follow through from Ches to bring it in, and already you can see the aggression from Fuel. They read into Waterloo. This is where they can follow through.
Already here, Alf has recovering for his teammate. Excess with a beautiful pass play from his teammate, but it won't be enough to clear it towards the net. Blank gets demoed. Reeker going for the setup here, getting a good twist. Gets blocked out by Alphaz though, as Ches here gonna try and go for a flick. Good bounce off of his teammate. Vertex gets the shot down, but it's gonna hit the post. Can Reeker finish? No! It goes off the backboard!
Again.
Already here. And you would have called him a Timberman the way he hits so many cross posts. But that being said, Reeker here gonna have to recover. Playing off his team, a lot of wasted boost here in the middle, and Vertex was not able to get enough, and that shot just gets pinched towards Fuel's net.
No.
What are you doing, Fuel?
It happens.
I mean, such a weird stall in the middle, and Ches didn't get up there. I mean, you gotta get up there. You gotta, even if there's a contention, you have to send that.
You need someone ready on defense no matter what.
Regardless, you have to win that. Like, you had that set up there. But anyway, moving on, going into this second part here, Waterloo already up with a goal. Shots going towards their net. Blank gets a great pinch clear out to the right side as Vertex clearing that in for his teammate. Ches here going for the ground ball, but that is not going to be enough. Already here, you're seeing such a good defense from Waterloo. They're all there. They are all ready for it. Good bump by Excess here as will allow Ches to try to go for an aerial. Alphaz goes up. I think they're really trying to see if they can bait. A clear goes in, but it's not going to be enough. Reeker's going to get the comeback goal here.
And that's exactly what we want to see. And they were perfectly set up. That double commit from Waterloo was not the strategy, as 2 of their members got launched to the other end of the arena. Did not have enough time to rebound to try and block that.
Yeah.
Disruption plays, man. That's what you need.
Already here. It looks like Waterloo's going to win the kickoff. Excess going for a setup with this team. Waterloo going to press the attack here. A good pinch, but off the boards again from Blank. Oh, but the aggression is there. He demos for his teammate. Setup goes down. Reeker hits the aerial. He's probably Fuel's best air shot team here. Gets the flick. It's not going to be enough, though, as it gets cornered by Alphaz. And Fuel is going to have to recover here in the mid. As Excess has that aerial, he goes up. Ches is going to go up again, though. He's going to contest this. He's going to get a good bounce. Fuel's going to have to control it. Gets it. Puts it into the right pocket here. As Alvarez and Waterloo go for an attack.
And Alphaz, it hits off the bumper, but not in the right direction. And Vertex misses the bounce, going underneath the ball. Blank manages to win that 50 to get it out. Blank wins again with redirection, but there's Reeker wired up, and it gets blocked as Alphaz sticks to that car like glue.
Already here, Reeker going up for the setup again, hitting off that backboard, allowing for his teammate to get in there, but another missed shot. Folks, you gotta put it on net. And already here, Blank setting up for his teammate, and Alphaz just like that, reading off of that bank shot, and where you gotta be there. We saw Vertex misses the contention, and Ches is just not there in time.
2-1 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining on the clock. Fuel still has a lot of time to tie this up. But when you're winning kickoffs like that for Waterloo, It takes a bit. Reeker hits on the backboard. Another defensive Ches with a double commit needed. Hits off to Excess in the wrong direction, though, giving Reeker the breakaway shot.
Good recoup from field there. We saw that off the hop. They lost that 50-50, but were able to come back and just play around that mispositioning from Waterloo. A good demo on the side of Fuel led them to win that goal there. Is already here jumping off the hop. We are seeing a bit of an adjustment from Fuel. A bit more aggression, but also a lot more defense.
Oh,
having to play,
heck of a lot more.
controlling it a lot more in their end, instead going for calculated setups rather those dumps and those clears. Ches here, good setup for his teammate. Reeker is able to kind of half commit some sort of setup. Both of Fuel overextend into their end though, and that's going to be a huge opportunity for Excess to get a shot down. But Vertex from behind, no call out means they are going to be able to contest that and win the ball. But already here, Fuel with a risky defense, or Excess is going to be able to control this in mid. Good flick over his opponent. Blank's going to be able to follow through. Needing for Fuel, have to recoup. Playing into
Excess holding off that corner with a good tire pinch, but it gets launched back to Ches, who gets hit back onto Alphaz. Alphaz with the pass, trying to go in, a bounce,
Fuel.
and goal.
Fuel, what are we doing?
Doing something, but it ain't working.
Folks, I mean, Ches, you know, like, I get that you're trying to go for a boost, but you just left an open net. Like, and that was a ground ball too, folks. Like,
They're over-committing to an attack without
Way
prioritizing
overcommitting.
their defense.
yeah, like, you see here, like, you know, all three of them going for that ball. You need to have that call out. Only one of you can contest, especially when no one else is going for it. You know, you leave that pocket open here. Already we're seeing, you know, it's that cross-section of both teammates will go for the attack on one side, one teammate will go the attack on the other, but it'll leave an open shot in the middle. And here we're already seeing that again. Ches trying to keep this ball away, but it gets cleared toward the middle, right in front of the net. You never pass in front of the net. But Reeker here with a good shot gets deflected by Excess, recovered by Blank. Vertex, great bounce in, recovered by Alphaz, and he's going to go for pressing the attack. It's blocked in the air by Ches. Now, it is so important that you have the skill to get up and get there, as Reeker there, not enough to get a good deke around the opponents. I mean, you can't just leave it to one man. You got to have the full team. As Fuel, they have one last shot. Ches puts it wide for his teammate, I guess.
And it scoops going the wrong direction.
Vertex
hits
put
off.
it up. You know, Vertex doing a good job keeping it in the air, but that won't be enough. Waterloo will take game 2.
And now Fuel is in the hot seat going into game 3.
Yeah.
What they gotta do is not give them pocket openings.
A lot of easy goals. Like, a lot of easy mistakes.
Just a bit, yeah.
Like, you need more coordination than. Folks, we're in pro play. Like, you know, this is collegiate level. You gotta have that locked down.
Well, also, you gotta account, because what I was noticing what Waterloo was doing, they're getting a lot of those ground balls are really dirty shots because they are doing goal demos. Goal demos, you're set up, but if it gets you a goal, it gets you a goal, but just it's a dirty way to get your goals. It's not clean. But if it gets you a goal, it gets you a goal.
Regardless, right? You know, and yeah.
Sometimes you gotta play dirty to win.
There's no red cards in this, folks.
Nope.
You just gotta adapt to their team and do what works. Fuel, you gotta do what works, folks. Is already they do lose the kickoff, and that's gonna be the ball going into their pocket. Left here, side pushing up. Alvarez with
Oh
an easy
my God.
double demo. Just putting the goal in the net, I guess.
You see what I mean? Like, Blank, what? That was on purpose.
It was a demo after the fact. Like,
that was cold-blooded.
I'm so confused.
Completely cold-blooded.
You gotta lock in here, folks.
And they're doing it, but once again, the kickoff going in favor of Waterloo into that pocket. Gets pinched off into the corner.
Again! Folks, come on, you gotta control that.
All you gotta do is vibe. All you
gotta
gotta
control
do
that.
is vibe.
Right? I mean, it went around both those players. Ches is trying to contest in the middle for that setup, but
overwhelming aggression. Coming in from the side of Waterloo, Excess with another demo.
Just a lot of demos. Again, a miss from the aerial block from Jazz. Riku will be able to hold over his net, but he's wasting so much boost trying to keep this in the air. That's what you have clears for. Like, you gotta have a bit more play than that. And here, Alphaz with so much momentum pushing towards their net. Fuel is able to recover this in the middle, and Jez is gonna go pressing for an attack. A good pinch from Vertex, but blocked by Excess here. Rieger's gonna try to put it towards the board, but sets up for Blank, leaving a potential open shot here. Good pass play from Vertex, but it won't be enough. Excess is just there. He's ready. He's waiting. Waterloo always has one player on that back half ready, but Chez, shot goes up, is gonna hit the boards here, gets pinched into the corner. Rieger won't be able to cover that as both of Waterloo's players are able to get up for it. And Excess peeking over Chez there.
It was Vertex and he had no boost to block it.
Vertex. Yeah.
Used the remaining and just pocketed it right into that corner. 3-0, 3 minutes and 48 on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, Fuel, they've got to pick it up, you know? They've got to play a lot smarter than this. Like, it's just, you're leaving so many open opportunities. The shots are just following one after the other.
Seconds apart, too. Like, that was 14 seconds post kickoff.
It feels like their defense is just falling apart here. There's so much coordination coming from Waterloo. They got to change it up.
Like, Waterloo is playing a maddening game right now. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is absolutely insane in what you want to see at an esports level. But for Fuel Esports to even get a point on the board at this point, they have to triple down everything.
Already here, so much contestants in the air. Does miss the clear towards the center here. Put up again, really close contestants in that middle there. As Vertex is gonna go for a clear. This is what you want. You want to clear it in, play off their setup. But again, already there, Blank playing around Vertex gets an own goal. Sets it up, knocks it down, and alley-oop for himself. Good flip reset right into the middle. And Rieger just wasn't able to get his toes on it. And Waterloo is going to be 5-0 in this first half of the match.
With 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Still a lot of game to go, but it's still, that gap is not looking pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these shots, very minimal shots on net from the side of Fuel, and if they do, they hit those posts, you know? Right? Like, you gotta have so much more attention. Gotta really, there we go. See? Press this attack, right? One or two you commit, one of you play back here, right? Already
exactly.
Here, Vertex is gonna go for a good bounce, pinch off the ground, recovers from his teammate. That's that follow through you want to see. But already in the air, I mean, Blank and Excess, they have it there. It looks like they've got that practice, they got that coordination. You just got to make something happen, right? Already here, we're playing burning 30 seconds, not a goal. Shots, the ball is in Waterloo's court. Chez, you know, you're going up, missing the aerial, and hang around Vertex here. Got that boost, that pinch goes up. Vertex is going to go up. It's going to get blocked into the corner by Alphaz. Rieger's going to try and pinch it into the boards here. It goes up for Waterloo, getting this attack pressed in. Excess looking for a setup into the bank shot. It's redirected by Fuel, going over another demo from the side of Waterloo. They're just ready for it.
And you see even Excess ready for that pinch, ready to match. Alphaz ready to match. They just every single time have been ready to match. Everything Fuel goes. And a setup from Alphaz to Blank and puts another point on the board.
Folks, not looking good.
It is not at all. 142, 6-0.
Yeah. Already here, jumping off to the next kickoff. Fuel, again, losing this, ceding to Waterloo. As they again press for this attack. Open net does get cleared by Chez. Vertex is going to have to recover here. Does play off of it. Recoups for his team as Fuel are looking to try to make something happen. But all these clears, you know, they're sending it right to Waterloo, allowing them to control this mid-game. And they've got this in the bag. And a demo finally from the side of Fuel will give them a little bit of fresh breath of fresh air. as they're going to press this attack and pinch into the boards. Will go a bit too far to the other side, playing around his team. A good pinch shot, but Excess is going to be able to block it at the last second, allowing for Waterloo to go for another setup. Looking for those demos, but I fear it's a bit too late. Zalfaz, he's just pressing that in, allowing for his team to respawn. Fuel going for another aerial attack, plays around the boards, gets a good bank shot. It up, he's going to try and go for a setup for his team. Controlled by Excess, though. They are there at the right place, right time. Jazz does have the block, but Alphaz is there. Reeker going to go for a good reset off of the top of the arena, but it won't be enough. He just doesn't have enough boost, doesn't have enough follow through. Just Fuel here contesting so much. They've got to press the aggression at this point. You can't really be playing defense. You just got to trust that your team, the opponent, will miss. Let's Fuel one last second here to potentially go for one last push. Here we are, folks. Controlled by Blank. He's going to put it to the ground, and that will be the series going to Waterloo for a good sweep.
In a 3-0 sweep against Fuel Esports, Waterloo played insanely, especially with how low they were on the standings.
2-2, so not too bad.
2-2, yeah, not too bad. Like fairly even, but they definitely proved that those standings don't really matter, even if you're ranked very low.
Yeah, upsets happen all the time. We upset them last week. They upset us this week. It's a different league, right? It's a different level of play. And even though we were up, we had that confidence going in, but it just wasn't enough. Waterloo came to play, and they crushed it.
They definitely did. And as crazy as the game was, just like how crazy my hair is going with this headset right now, we'll have to wait and see what happens next with the next game, because we ain't done yet.
We're not done yet, folks, as we jump into our second match. As we take a quick break here, we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 8th week of the Fuel Esports Weekly Update. We hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and welcome back from Reading Week. Let's talk about what's coming up soon. Welcome back everyone, we hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving, and we hope you had a good week off. Now that we're back, the Fuel Station will return to normal hours of 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Friday, and 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. We're also back with more events, including our Monday night game night for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Melee, which took place last night. We hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back again with another one in 2 weeks. We also recently announced our upcoming charity LAN, the Battle of the Forest City, in partnership with Western Esports and Gaming Association. This event will take place on November 8th in support of Extra Life, a division of the Children's Miracle Network. You can donate to us at fsu.ca/extralife. It may have been Reading Week, but we still had matches going on, including a local matchup between two of Fuel Esports EAFC players, as Matthew Mandapat would take a 2-0 win over Ahmed Abarakia in ECAC competition. To see all of our daily score updates, you can follow us at Fanshaw Fuel. And if you don't ever want to miss a stream, you can follow us at twitch.tv/fanshawfuel or find us on Riders TV on channel 13. As for upcoming events, we'll be back next Monday on October 27th for another chess game night. Join us in 4-Wall Hall at 6 p.m. for friendlies as the bracket begins at 7. That's all for this week. Welcome back from Reading Week and good luck on your midterms. We'll be back next Tuesday for another weekly update.